Ho ho ho! Welcome back my lovely foodie famers with a new YouTube video with your boy Happy Chef TV. Today we're gonna make the main dish, beautiful main dish with some venison steak with a nice celery egg crème, some shrooms and a little bit of red port sauce. Let's do this. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel, like all of my videos of course, or check out my Twitch channel. 5 days a week live at Twitch with my beautiful foodie fam. Let's do this and let's have some fun. Okay, beautiful people, you know it. Of course, we're gonna start with ingredients first. We got not that much ingredients. We're gonna make a beautiful, powerful dish with lots of flavors. So let's get a beautiful celery egg, one big celery egg. I'm gonna use the half of it. We're gonna cook for 2 persons today. So if you wanna go for 4 persons, you're gonna double up this recipe today. So 1 big celery egg. We have a few mushrooms, chestnut shrooms, some shiitake, some normal mushrooms, 1 onion, 2 garlic cloves, 2 scallions or spring onions, a little bit of rosemary and thyme, some butter, 2 beautiful venison steaks, salt, pepper, porto, and a little bit of cream. So let's do this. So let's chop it like it's hot, baby. Woo, celery egg. Let's go. We're gonna use a half of it, what I said already, guys. If you're gonna go for 4 persons, cut it whole. But we're just gonna chop it in half. Watch out for your fingers, of course, and take a sharp knife. And we're gonna de-skin it first. So we're gonna chop the skin off easily. Slowly chop off that skinnerino. Super nice from flavor, by the way, guys and girls. Forgotten vegetable. You can make so many beautiful things with celery egg. I love it a lot. You can even make raviolis with it if you like. So then we got all the skin off of there. And then we're gonna chop it in little cubes and put it in a pan with some water and a little bit of cream. Then we're gonna boil it till it's totally breaking down. Then we can throw our moisture off, but we're not gonna throw it away. We're gonna use the moisture to make the crème. So we got all the flavors not left behind, but coming together in Flavor Town. Let's chop it like it's hot, baby. Dice it up. It don't have to be perfectly the same size as long as it's diced. And then we can put it in a pot. A little bit of cream in there. And the rest we're gonna add water in. Till it's almost under. Pepper, salt. And of course, not too much because you can always add some salt on the end as well to flavor it. So on the fire. A little lid on there and then we're gonna boil it. And in the meanwhile, we're gonna cut the rest of the ingredients. Okay, beautiful people, when the celery egg is in the pot, cooking like it's hot, we're gonna chop on the board like a chop chop choy, of course. So we're gonna chop some scallions, we're gonna chop onion and some garlic. The bottom of the scallions we're gonna use for the deer, and the top of the scallions we're gonna use for some plating. So we're gonna cut everything, the mushroom mix as well. Then we're gonna separate it in different bowls, and then we can take a look if the celery egg is boiled, and then we can fry that deer. So let's chop it up, baby. So for the bottoms a little bit rougher, the scallions with the deer, and the nice green from the scallions we're gonna chop fine to drop it on top when the dish is done. Diddy done. So the onion we're gonna not cut too fine because we want to baste the steak later on, and if you want to baste the steak you don't want to burn your onions too much. So we're gonna chop it not too super fine. Beautiful. And we can drop that onion just with that scallions here. And the garlic we're just gonna cut in half and crack it. Chop, chop in the pot. So this we are gonna use together later on for that venison steak. And now we're gonna chop up our mushrooms. Perfecto. All together in that bucket again. And then we're going to take a look how far the celeriac is. So the mixture is boiling for a while now at the moment, like 10 minutes, something like that. So I think it's cooked. I'm going to use a fork to stab it a little bit to take a look. Ooh, it's almost cooked. I think they're good. Let me just taste one, guys. Then we know for sure, you know. Let's just taste one. Always good. Ooh. Woo! Perfect. Let's put it off. Sorry for my manners, guys. Let's put it off. And then we're gonna put all the celeriac in a little cup. Then we're gonna mix it, and in the meanwhile, we're gonna add a little bit of our moisture from the cooking moisture. So we got all the flavors in one pot. So let's add it into our bowl. So we get a slaughter spoon, and now let's scoop it out into that little can. And then we're gonna mix it, man. Oh, I love the smell of the celeriac. Of course, if you like, you can add extra spices to there. I want to keep it a little bit natural because it's fitting super nice with the natural venison steak. So we got it in there now. Then we're gonna take our mixer and we're gonna slowly add the moisture and mix it up till it's got a nice smooth structure. Let's mix it. Perfecto! Let's now taste it. Ooh, beautiful smooth structure. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, what we're gonna do now, beautiful people, we're gonna throw away the last of the moisture, the cooking moisture. No problem, we used the most of it. Then we're gonna put it back in the pot and flavor it up with a little bit of extra salt, because I tasted that we need a little bit more salt. That's why I said add it on the end. You can always taste it, you know? So add it back to the pot with a spatula. And take a look at this smooth structure, guys. Beautiful. Super happy with this. I like it. So we got a beautiful cast iron pan and we got the steaks, the venison steak. So let's pepper and salt it, put the pan on fire, get the pan screaming hot. Then we're gonna fry that venison steak in a pot. Fry up our mushrooms and our mix, and from the leftover butter from the steak, we're gonna make a quick sauce when the steak is resting. So stay tuned, we're gonna rock it and fire it up, baby. Pepper, salt, Beautiful. Okay, so after when it's got a nice color, we're gonna twist it. And then we're gonna add our onion, some extra butter, and some spices or some herbs. And then we're gonna baste it a little bit, you know, get that nice flavors in there so we can make a nice sauce from it too later on. Beautiful sear coming on there. Add a little bit of butter extra on there. Butter. Onions, scallions, herbs. Get it all in there, baby. Extra butter. Okay, now we're gonna put another pan on the stove. And we're gonna get a little bit of butter in there and fry the mushrooms, baby. So let's get it. Let's get the pan hot and let's baste already the steak a little bit, of course. Woo! All them flavors coming here, guys. Oh my gosh, let's go. Let's get the shrooms in there. Pepper, salt. Baste the steak again, and then we're gonna put the steak to rest and finish the sauce. Ooh la la. We're gonna put the steak on the foil and let it rest. Very hot. Rest it up. Look at the flavors coming here, guys. We're gonna swap the pans for the moment. So we got some more power on the mushrooms. And I want to add a little bit of the butter from the Flavor Town over here on that shrooms as well. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna blush it off with that Porto. Oh yeah. A little squirt of cream. And a little bit more Porto. Delicious. We're gonna let that reduce a little bit, of course. And then we're gonna strain it so we got a super nice, creamy, Porto, flavorful sauce coming around that beautiful venison steak. A little bit of that scallions on that shrooms here for some extra coulade. Looking good, famo. Now, later on, we're gonna strain this beautiful reduction into a little pan. So we're gonna take that small pan and put it close to it with a little strain on there already. Perfecto. Now, then in the meanwhile, we can put that celeriac creme back on fire. It's still hot, but we're gonna get it back on fire. So we can stir it up a little bit. Take a look to the sauce. Oh yes. In the meanwhile, we're gonna change cutting board, guys and girls. Because this is a green cutting board, we're gonna add a red one to cut our beef on. Put the red cutting board on there. The knife ready for the steak. And of course, 2 plates to plate it up, baby. So in the meanwhile, we can strain our sauce into the pan. Let's get it in. Beautiful. And let's get the reduction completed. So everything is warm and ready to plate up, guys. So I think it's time to plate it up, baby. So let's get it in, guys. We're gonna get that beef out of the foil. It's been resting a little bit. We're gonna chop it and then we're gonna plate everything on the plate all together. Just take a look over here, guys. Take a look at that cuisine, famo. Oh my gosh. I know not everybody likes it red, but I like it red, baby. Pretty, pretty. Take a look at that, famo. So I think we're gonna plate it up, guys and girls. Let's get the cutting board to the back, the plate in the front, and let's get it in there. Beautiful. Your boy Salt Bay, baby. Woo! Let's go! Take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. Beautiful venison deer steak with some nice celeriac creme and some shrooms. Not too heavy. Easy to make for everyone. And I think it's gonna be good for the guests. So let's give it to the guests, baby.